As it's recording.
Okay, so you can see we've made some progress using just the axe. We've taken down quite a bit if you compare this side to this side, but as a learning experience, and of course this is the first time I've done it with hand tools, it takes an awful lot of time, and I can certainly see how you could still use this method, but since we are still experimenting, we thought, well, what other hand tools were available? And certainly some of the work we did was with a draw knife and paring it down and trying to get into the curves. Effective, but still very slow, even though it gives you a cleaner surface. And then we thought, well, why not? You know, a saw is a very medieval item that they had. And the goal is to try and remove as much material as possible in a safe manner. And so what we did here already was cut 3 channels down, and then we simply chiseled away using the axe and a hammer. And I'm going to demonstrate that because I've got 2 more channels cut. Now certainly, just like we talked about with the axe, you don't want to do a full-on break of the piece that you might in other types of woodworking, because you'll get a split right here all the way down the grain, and so we want to avoid that. So what I'm doing is I'm actually taking this piece and I'm taking it down level to this piece and working out. And you can see the chunks come off much bigger and safer. And then I'll come back this way, and I can get a nice big chunk now.
Why don't you show us a couple of those chunks?
Huh?
Why don't you show us a couple of those chunks?
Oh, well, let me do one more here. And I can go fairly deep. You can see, you know, if I try to save it, I mean, big pieces, a lot of progress quickly. So that's pretty awesome. Just taking it out. And then tackling this nub without breaking it off perpendicular, and again worrying about splitting the grain down. I mean, that was what, 30, 45 seconds worth of work, and that much would have easily taken probably an hour using the axe. So I'm very pleased with that. Just a note, as we were doing this, is like the topic of, well, getting too close to the pattern. And of course, when I drew the pattern is the line is outside the actual pattern that I made, but we also have to stick with the limitations of the wood. So we built in a little bit of error margin when we trace out the pattern. So we'll finish this side, then we're going to put our side view pattern on, trace that out, and get one good side profile before we face off the top, and then start the other side. So that's where we're at right now, making a medieval rebec with only hand tools.